So as you know, on the Research Design Build channel, I've got two 1988 Honda CRXs, and both of them require rear quarter panel replacements. There's only one place in the world, as far as I'm aware, that's making reproduction rear quarter panels for the Honda CRX. Now you can buy patch panels and that sort of thing, but they're typically designed for the Civic version, which doesn't have that same rear arch profile that the Honda CRX does. This company is Wolf Steel out of Quebec, Canada, and when I spoke to them on the phone, they're actually hand forming each and every panel. Now they're using the English wheel and dolly and hammer and really going about it kind of old school to reform these panels for these vehicles. So how do they do it? They do have factory original OEM panels that they keep in inventory as their reference. And so as they are forming and cutting their steel, they're constantly going back to those original panels and making sure that they're an exact match. Now for me, this is pretty cool. Like, there is the cool of having that OEM original stamped rear quarter panel that doesn't exist anymore. But I think it's almost cooler to have something that is hand formed by someone with their hands and just using pure raw skill and talent to produce that part for your car. And if it's good enough for concourse restorations and that sort of thing, then it's probably good enough for these two projects here. So I haven't opened up the box yet, but here's how it was delivered. So it came in a large cardboard box from Quebec. Now production times for these were really quick. I was expecting to call these guys and have to wait perhaps months for these things to be built for me. They were able to crank it out in the period of 2 weeks, showed up at my door about a week after that. So I was amazed by their service. Robin was excellent to deal with over the phone and was able to get these parts to me really quick. Now to preface this is not sponsored at all by Wolf Steel, but if they got a quality product, then I want to showcase it on my channel. And for everybody else that is searching for rear quarter panels for Honda CRXs, you know, I want to point you guys in the right direction. So let's open this up and see what we got. We have both fenders here lined up. So here is the driver's side, and on this side we've got the passenger side. Now they look really good. All of the lines look quite nice. There's definitely a few areas where we'll need to touch up with a little bit of prep before paint, but that's kind of be expected with this level of auto body work. The one thing though that I was surprised and I was kind of expecting to see was the actual cutout for the gas door is missing, and potentially would have been pretty helpful for aligning that panel sort of front to back and getting the angle right. However, now that I'm thinking about it and set it up against the car, actually removing the factory panel as it wraps in and is all tack welded around that fuel filler area might be significantly more difficult than just cutting out around it and then welding on the outside of that panel area. Again, that typically isn't an area that sees a lot of rust in these cars, so probably they've probably done it a few more times than I have and know better. Now, just give you guys an idea of fit up. That's what it's gonna kind of end up looking like. So obviously without cutting all of this off, it's pretty hard to get the correct fitment, but they have made it a little bit long on it looks like both sides, so you've got some extra material to work with as well. But follow along, check out the next videos as I try to get these things in place and welded up.